This has been the craziest weekend of my life. Yesterday I won my first ever race, but this whole weekend has been the biggest roller coaster I've ever been on. So this past weekend I took part in a 3-day, 4-stage race held up in Kanturk. And on Saturday in stage 1 I finished 12th in my first ever race. On Saturday I was nervous, I held on, I stayed with the bunch, and finishing with the pack felt like a win in itself. Sunday morning came around and we had an 8 km time trial. I finished 24th overall, even though my Garmin doesn't match the official time. So then we got to Sunday afternoon and we had a flat circuit race, and this was going to suit me perfectly. This was my chance to get my first ever top 10 finish. I was riding well, very comfortable, and then 20 kilometers in I got a puncture and I was done. And I was standing completely alone on the main road, not knowing what to do. I can't even describe how frustrated I was in that moment. I tried to put that aside and I focused on Monday when we had one last race. So I had one last chance of getting that top 10 finish. So we had 4 laps of a 23 kilometer circuit, which gave us a 93 kilometer race. And my whole aim was just to finish within the top 10 and finish off the weekend on a good note. For the first 83k, there was times I felt like it was pretty tough to stay with the bunch. There were some accelerations that were just like, they were tough to kind of stay with, but I was able to just hold on, just keep with it. That was my whole aim, just stay with the pack, stay up near the front, just be ready for any breakaways or anything that could happen. And then 8 kilometers to go, I saw an opportunity. 2 lads had just broken off and I just went for it. I pretty much sprinted to try and catch those guys. And from there we worked together all the ways back to Kanturk town. And as we came through the last corner, Vinnie Gleeson decided to take off, so I went after him. I tried to keep up with him, so we finished on a bit of an uphill climb. So he was gone and I was just trying to chase him down. I was just trying to stay with him, but he was about 10 or 15 meters ahead of me. So then once we got to the final little bend towards the finish line, I'm not sure how far away from the line we were, to be honest, but I just put the foot down, and my whole thought process was, this is exactly what was going through my head. I was like, you sprint until you see God or the checkered flag. It's still crazy to me because 8 weeks ago I was just cycling as a hobby. I was basically a gym bro who did some cycling on the side. Even back then I had no intentions of ever racing. And it's crazy to think that I was hoping for my first podium by the end of the season and for my first win to come on my first race weekend. I can't even believe that. I'm still in shock, to be honest.